Bob Hansen. I was an AMS-3, E4, petty officer, third class. And I was supposed to have gotten out. My time, 4 years, was up in November 1972. But I wasn't married, didn't have a girlfriend back home, so I wasn't sure what I was going to do. So I knew we were going to make port calls in Hong Kong and Singapore. I said, well, they asked me to extend to the end of the cruise so they wouldn't have to bring somebody new in to replace me. So I said, okay, I'll do that. And we made our Hong Kong port call. It was just after Christmas, 1972, December 28th, and we pulled in, and a friend of mine from the ship, I said, oh, well, let's go in and get a good meal and go have a couple of drinks, George. So George Zimmerman from somewhere in New Jersey, I've been trying to find him, but he doesn't live in the same place anymore. So went on the beach with George, and after a meal we went to the Hyatt Hotel on Kowloon and went into the lounge there. And it was very quiet because it was just after Christmas and not much going on. And going over at the table on the side, there's two Chinese girls sitting there. I said, come on, George, let's go buy him a drink. I'll sit down and talk to him. So I said, okay. So I go over and sit down to him and started talking to him and stuff. And I saw her every day that I was there, even the day I was on shore patrol. The day on shore patrol, I'm walking in the area in Hong Kong where she lived in Wan Chai. I'm walking with my partner and taps me on the back. Hey, I can't talk to you right now, but my father just warned me. He sees me talking to a sailor, I'll be in big trouble. So I said, okay, I'll see you tomorrow. Saw her every day that the ship was there for a week. I had to leave, go back, do my thing, and did our Singapore visit and all that. And I got out, and I was waiting for her first letter to show up to see if she was really interested in staying in contact. And after about 2 weeks, the first letter showed up because it had to go from Hong Kong to the Fleet Post Office in San Francisco, and then back to Vietnam. So I got that, and then we were just writing letters back and forth. Finally, Vietnam was over. We had the ceasefire. So it was time for me to get out. Because I had gone over 4 years, the Navy would fly me home. I didn't have to ride the ship back. So I flew out of Clark Air Force Base back to San Francisco for separation to Treasure Island. And then I was able to fly home back to Connecticut and get out. So then it was just letters and a couple of expensive phone calls to Hong Kong. I had to put in for a fiancé visa for her to come over. She got here in July 1973, and we were married in September 70. So there wasn't much of a courtship, and we really didn't know each other at that time. But that's 34 or something years ago, and I have 2 sons. My time in the Navy was pretty good. I was very lucky. The people that I met, the places that I went and saw, if it wasn't for the Navy and staying in and going to Hong Kong, I would never, wouldn't have met my wife there. And overall experience was pretty good. Always had a clean rack to sleep in at night, 3 meals a day, such as they were, being on the ship's food.